hopefully we could have learned our lesson from the war on alcohol, but we didn't. So we have a war on drugs, and look at how it raises its head. Kentucky is now graciously going to be allowed to grow hemp by the DEA. After federal officials detained hemp seeds for more than a week at a Louisville International Airport, agriculture officials have now obtained DEA permits late Thursday, the last federal hurdle to getting the seeds. What they were trying to do was hold it up till they missed the growing season. And these are imported from Italy. They can have hemp seeds in Italy, but we can't have them here. They can have them in Canada, but we can't have them here. This is absolutely absurd. It doesn't get anybody high. There is no psychological effect from smoking hemp. It doesn't have the THC that marijuana does, but because it's physiologically similar, they categorize it the same way. Now, one final point about this, and that is it's the state of Kentucky that is trying to do research on hemp seeds, precisely so they can use it for clothing and for food and lotion and the many, many uses, medical as well, that hemp has. But that is something that is going to go against the small number of corporations that essentially write the laws and the government that works for them that runs the war of drugs. Now, the other thing that they're pushing on us, of course, is Agenda 21, where they want to get people not only off of the farms, but out of the suburbs, into the cities, into 200-square-foot micro apartments. They want to control what we eat and drink. They want to make food out of excrement. And, of course, now they want to make water out of your toilet water. And Jakari Jackson has a report on that right after the break. And then after that, we have Staff Sergeant Joe Biggs, who's going to have an update on the ongoing VA scandal. Stay tuned.
Drought concerns. They're very real in the American Southwest. And here in the state of Texas, many Texas cities and communities have less than 90 days of water in their reserve. And that's not even counting the water gouging that would surely take place during some type of crisis. Now, there are reasonable water rationing measures in effect, such as using gray water, water from your sink or your bathtub that you store in a tank to water your grass at a later date. And that sounds perfectly fine. But there are more extreme measures not only being proposed, but also active in at least one Texas city. So in the name of sustainability, would you drink water that was once in your toilet? Can I ask you, what measures do you take to keep yourself hydrated?
What measures?
Yes.
I drink a full glass of water every morning, a full glass of water before exercising, a full glass of water before bed, and water in between.
I stop at most of the water fountains on the trail.
Do you guys stop at the water fountain so you're drinking city water?
Yes.
Yeah. And what type of water? Do you drink city water or some other type?
City water.
City water?
Uh-huh.
Okay, did you know that the city of Austin is considering making toilet water drinking water?
That's disgusting.
It's disgusting?
That's disgusting.
Would you drink the toilet water?
No.
A city out in West Texas doing
I think it's Big Spring, Texas.
Yeah, I've heard of them doing it. I thought they were crazy for it.
Do you let your dog drink out of the toilet?
No.
No? Okay, would you drink out of the toilet?
What do you think?
We're all going to have to answer that question soon, I guess, right?
Right. Also, you've heard about this.
Oh, yeah.
You drink a lot of water. So, you want to stay hydrated, you want to stay healthy, especially as it gets hotter here in the state of Texas. So, drinking your water morning, noon, and night, would you drink the toilet water?
I would not.
Could it ever be clean enough for you to drink it?
They would have to prove that it's clean enough.
Would you consider drinking the water if you knew it was, no?
No, not if I knew toilet water was in it.
Yes.
I'd want to hear more about it.
How clean is clean? How clean would it have to be?
It would have to be as clean as the water we drink now, and some people think our tap water's not clean enough now.
They'd be fine. If I knew it was okay to drink, maybe.
How would you know? How clean is clean? How clean would it have to be?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Now, this is a last-ditch effort. It's nothing that they so much want to do, but they're thinking that if the drought continues, it may get to the point where they have to drink the toilet water. So could the water ever be clean enough?
I don't think so.
Why do we need to resort to that?
Well, we have water rationing in effect. There's a drought going on, and
I know that.
yeah. But so you're saying it can never get to the point where you'd want to drink toilet water?
It depends on the scientific process of what's used to purify it,
And I'll also tell you that here in the city of Austin, they fluoridate the water, and there have been Harvard studies about fluoride reducing people's IQs.
I think I'm pretty smart still.
Fluoride in the water, and the mayor of Austin, gives you the finger if you come in there and talk about it.
Oh, I try to talk to my family about it, and they just think I'm crazy.
Yeah. Harvard studies about fluoride reducing IQ levels.
Well, I guess that explains a lot.
All right, thank you. Enjoy your workout, miss.
Thanks. Bye.
The city of Big Spring, Texas is already taking water from the toilet to the tap. And through a multi-stage cleaning process, a representative for the Texas Water Development Board says it tastes just as good as any bottled water.
It tasted not unlike any other drinking water, whether it's from the tap here in the city of Austin or bottled of Ozarka water. And yes, I'd recommend it. I recommend any water supply that is readily available and reliable and safe.
So while the final decision concerning the toilet water may be a ways off, the city of Austin can improve health immediately by simply removing fluoride from the water. You can find more reports at INFOWARS.com.
Yeah, that may work for little creatures like my dog, but I'm not going to eat.
Texas town closed to toilet to tap loop. Is this our future water supply? And they go on to say that Austin has been doing such a good job saving water that we're now going to get toilet water recycled. And again, it's good to save water and not waste it. But they just want you to not waste it to double, triple charge you.
From another planet, outside in the universe. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us?
Rebels oppose all those who strive to bring unity and order to our world.
Jake is down.
Copy. You know what to do.
Roger that.
Something many people don't understand is that collateral damage is a necessary evil that we soldiers have to carry on our shoulders.
We had a run-in with the rebels, but we're close. We're about 4 clicks off.
All right, keep a low profile. Once you've secured the area, stay put and keep any visitors away. We can't risk sending in the big birds with so many craft in the skies until you've confirmed your mission status.
Roger that.
Soldiers are trained not to question our orders, so we fight, believing that our cause is great and just. But when you don't know the face of your enemy, it's damn hard to know whether you're on the right side.
In our top story, as South America tries to recover from another nuclear attack, the White House is pressuring other nations to follow the U.S. leadership, as it has the only military force capable of defeating the alien attackers. Russian leaders are considering joining the New World Order.
Miller, what's the sit rep?
Sir.
Miller? Miller?
Sir, that is a negative. The coordinates of the crash site are incorrect.